gonna love this. You're gonna love this podcast. Hey guys, this is the first episode of You're Gonna Love This. My name is Adam Moshcatel. This podcast, I'm going to be trying to write the perfect song for whoever is my guest that week. This week, got my friend Jake Bettermann.
Oh, hey.
Hi, Jake.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing, Jake?
It feels so weird asking how you're doing, even though we've been, hanging out for 10 minutes at this point.
Yeah, conversing.
I just want to say I didn't know you played, I knew you played guitar just because you had told me about this podcast, but then I didn't know you sang.
Oh.
This is I'm learning things by the minute.
Sure. Well, let's tell the audience too these new things that they're learning. Little background on me. Musically, I guess we'll start with. I've played guitar since I was about 12 or 13. Never been taught.
Oh shit.
No. This is all just Jimi Hendrix right off the top of the dome kind of stuff.
You play lefty like Jimmy too.
Yeah, that's why I brought it up. I want people to. And I went to the same high school that Jimi Hendrix went to.
Oh shit, really?
Garfield.
Whoa, I didn't know he went to Garfield. That's so cool.
Very, very cool.
You're Jimmy in every way.
I want to be the next Jimi Hendrix. That's why I started this podcast.
You have not done nearly enough drugs yet.
That's a good point.
Was he 27 when he died?
Yeah, he was part of the club. He was one of the guys in the club.
So you guys start doing a lot of drugs.
I got 4 years. Yeah, I got plenty of time.
4 years to, yeah.
You can burn out in 4 years real easy. That's gonna happen.
Yeah, so you gotta get. Yeah, okay, you got this. I believe in you.
All right, so Jake, in order for me to figure out what the perfect song for you is, we gotta kind of get into your emotional state right now. Maybe let's start there. How's your week been? What's a lot of ups and downs, or what's been going on?
In a more general sense, there's a lot of apathy going on right now. In a good, but also beset on all sides by joy.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Sure.
Because I've just recently, I think 4 months, what day is it? What month is whatever. Uh-huh. I think 4 months ago I moved here to Los Angeles, California.
Yeah.
And so it's a transitional period, I'd say. So apathy is part of it.
Okay.
Also, no, I'm doing pretty good.
Okay.
I'm happy.
All right, that's good. So that definitely helps.
Okay. Cool.
That's gonna be big for me. Do you generally do you like to listen to the same kind of emotions you're feeling? Because some people when they're happy they like to listen to sad music. Or do you have
there's people who listen to sad music when they're happy to try and offset?
I mean, there's just people that like the Smiths and they're always
but I'm not. If I'm having the best day, I'm not. You're not gonna play the Smiths at a party. You might play the Smiths at a party, but you're not.
So no.
No.
Okay.
Yes.
So happy
mood match.
Mood matching. You're good with mood matching. All right. Okay. So you work at a fast food place.
Oh boy, do I.
Yeah. It's what's the name of this place?
The Oinkster.
That's a great name.
The thing is that I've been struggling with is there's only one pig product.
Yeah.
Only one pork face. There's only the pulled pork sandwich. Everything else is fucking beef, but it's called the Oinkster, and I've been trying to figure that out.
Are they my only thought is they're big on bacon, maybe? That would be my...
We have bacon. I don't know if we're big on it.
That's also not a draw for a restaurant.
Exactly. Bacon's not enough to name a thing after it. Unless it's
you gotta go full in on the bacon.
Yeah, it's we put bacon on fucking everything on purpose.
And then I don't want to go to that restaurant.
Yeah, I want to have the choice.
Yeah, I don't feel... bacon salad would not really appeal to me.
Oh, don't you put bacon in a Cobb salad, though?
I don't come on your podcast and correct you.
Not full on bacon. I wouldn't
You're right.
Bacon bits.
Yeah.
A nice baked potato.
This is not...
Chives.
I don't think any of this is going in the song.
Okay.
Let's see here, Jake. So the two of us were both from...
At Voodoo Donuts, they have that donut that you put bacon on.
That's true. Speaking of
I'm just trying to come up with more bacon things. And that was it. That was a stretch, and that was the last one I had. What were you going to say? Sorry?
Speaking of Voodoo Donuts, we're both from the Pacific Northwest.
We are indeed.
Yeah. How do you feel being in this new environment now? You're in LA, both of us are. outside of our kind of roots and our greenery.
I thought I felt good about it, and I thought I was like, yeah, I fit in here. And then yesterday in my improv class, it came up, like, just in converse, we were just chatting, like, before class, and it came up that I was from the Northwest, and someone said, yeah, you're definitely not from LA. And I was like, holy shit. And this girl's from New Jersey. Like, it's like, you're not fucking either. But it was like, what am I doing that it's so clear that I'm not?
I mean, right now you're wearing a Seattle
I'm wearing a
Mariners hat.
Mariners hat. I was not at the time.
Okay.
I think it seemed like it was how I moved through the world.
Right.
And then I was like, what does that mean? And she didn't say anything because she was in a new conversation with someone else.
Was this like, I mean, we're both like bearded, glassed guys.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's a thing across the country.
Oh, across the board. Yeah, like I was at a bar the other night and my friend said, you look like everyone here. And I looked around and everyone.
Yeah.
But I look bad without a beard. I don't have a defined chin or anything. It's kind of like...
I'm just more, I don't care enough, I guess, would be my bigger problem with... That's why I have a beard.
Oh, yeah, totally. I
Yeah.
couldn't shave every day. That sounds like the whole thing.
Yeah. Speaking of, let's talk about the Pacific Northwest a little
Okay.
bit. Yeah, let's talk about our roots. I think a
Love
lot of
to.
music, comes from
Sure.
the roots of where people
And
are
a
from.
lot of music comes from the Northwest, so...
This is also true, Jimi Hendrix. Also, Macklemore went to my high school. I'm not as happy about that.
You could be the new Macklemore. You just gotta get off drugs now.
I am worried that one of my guests is going to request a rap from me. Not because I'm not good at rapping, but because I don't want to be a white rapper. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. I don't feel like I don't want to carry on the legacy of Macklemore.
Are you saying you are good at rapping, though?
I'm saying I think I'm good at rapping,
Okay.
and I don't want anybody... I've just
that's
told the whole world. I wanted to keep it a secret. I guess I shouldn't have said it on the podcast.
It's the wrong place.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's like... I'm gonna say a number. There's like 4 white rappers that I can get...
Oh, that's my phone, guys. Sorry about that.
There's like 4 white rappers I can get behind, and I don't even know which ones I'm talking about. That's
Right.
just a low enough number that I believe it
Yeah.
when I say it.
There's not a whole lot of, like, I don't know how you become a good white rapper, because to be a bad white rapper and then, like, get to a place where you're good, like, how do you get fan bases when, I don't know. Maybe it's just that I fucking hate.
I think we're just mad at Macklemore.
I think I just hate Macklemore.
And I do too.
And I just got a fucking, like, Macklemore haircut. Like, I can't go out there and rap. People are gonna come down on me hard.
In high school, I think it was, like, our prom theme.
Uh-huh.
And I am from the east side. I'm from Kirkland, Washington, which is right across Lake Washington from you guys over in Seattle proper.
This is true.
15, 20-minute drive. Our prom theme was Seattle. A city that was... I could just walk down the street, get on a bus, and I'm there.
That's upsetting. Like, for me to hear that, I'm
It was
upset
like,
for you
people
guys.
are like, yes, Macklemore, yes, Seattle. It's like, no, but...
Oh, and it's like current Seattle stuff?
basically
like
where we
Macklemore.
are. Yeah, it wasn't like, what?
So, like, your high school was you threw a prom that was, like, themed after my high school. Like, just me and my life.
Yes. It was like, oh, that high school right over there. But the kids at my high school were under the impression that they were cooler than you.
Right.
But still, they were like, let's take...
I don't know if anybody else is aware of this, but My City's Filthy is a big clothing style that I see a lot of assholes from the Seattle area wearing. Feels like that's your high school more than my high school.
Yes.
Okay. And it's also good to note that it's not their city because they don't live there, but they're like taking ownership.
Like when you're in Washington, like I'm not from Seattle. When I'm here, I'm from Seattle.
Absolutely. I really enjoy being able to correct all my friends that say that they're from Seattle, though, and having the high horse to stand on where I can just be like,
no.
Are you? Because I'm about a 30-second walk from Lake Washington where I grew up. So
Sometimes it backfires on me. I am too, just the other side of Lake Washington.
Oh, okay.
And well over 30 seconds. It always backfires on me because it's like someone tells me they're from Seattle, like, oh, me too, where? And they're like, oh, Seattle. I'm like, oh, not me.
Yeah.
So then, yeah.
It works in New York because New York, the cool city, is named after the state. If it was just like Washington City, then you could just be like, oh, I'm from Washington, and then, you would have like some leeway conversationally.
Have you ever gotten anyone who's like DC?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Which is reasonable enough, I suppose. But it's like I say, like, oh, I'm from Washington. Like, oh, state or DC? It's like, state.
Do you think I don't think any of this is going to make it into the song. Do you feel like this is going to be in the song? I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
No, this is just a good conversation.
Yeah, this is just...
We're figuring this out as we're doing it. I don't know.
It's a learning experience.
Yeah, it's a learning experience. Let's talk some more about you. Do you feel like you like songs that are speaking like directly to you? Do you feel like that's good for you? Or do you like songs that are like about, I mean, like a lot of rap songs, it's like, I don't relate to this 100%, but I like it.
I think on the whole, and this probably isn't true, I like when things are more implicit than explicit.
Okay.
Like in terms of like, if I don't 100% know the context.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's nice. If it's like, my ex-boyfriend got married. It's like, okay, I know exactly what's going on, but it was like, you got married. It's like, that's enough. Like,
yeah, you like it to be open to you. You like a song to not.
Oh
like,
shit, I guess so. Maybe. Yeah.
It's like if you tell me my ex-boyfriend got married to a trucker, then it's like, okay, well, that's a great story, but how am I gonna put myself in
Sure, but like even like when it's like vague about like the specifics, but still like specific enough that's like this has nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
Like,
do you have any examples of that?
Yeah, what comes to mind? Have you ever listened to Waxahachie?
No, but to describe it.
It's oh god, describe it.
I wish the answer was yes, because then I would be so much more equipped to make you a good song.
This gal from wherever, Waxahachie's in like Kansas.
Okay. That's the name of a city that they...
Or like a place of some sort.
Some
like
sort of,
maybe a river, a creek, I think.
All right.
Waxahachie Creek has mentioned it.
Geolocation.
It's an album I've been listening to a lot. Like it's one of the... I get really obsessive about shit.
Of course, yeah.
And it's like I'll just listen to that album only for the next...
month or two?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like on my... I drove down from Seattle to Los Angeles. And it was, like 30-some hours I was driving. Yeah. Not straight, but that'd be total.
Yeah, a miserable night.
And I had, like, all my friends send me, like, their, like, albums to listen to. And I ended up just listening to American Weekend by Waxahachie, like, 100 times.
I'm glad to hear that, because I could get upset that you didn't ask me for any of my album recommendations.
You did. You recommended the Hamilton soundtrack.
All right, well then great, because that's all I've been listening to.
You said Hamilton until your dick falls off.
That's right, I did say that.
And I was like, yeah, maybe. But I can't listen to musical soundtracks without first having seen the musical.
Yeah, I get that, and I respect it. But also, it's amazing, and
I think you described it to me as like a concept, like a rap concept album.
Yeah, if you listen to it as a rap concept album as opposed to a musical soundtrack,
I'll try it.
Everybody should, not just Jake. Everybody out there, if you haven't, anybody who hasn't, just stop this podcast. What the fuck are you doing? If you haven't listened to Hamilton and you're listening to this podcast, you're spending your time poorly. I feel comfortable saying that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I can't comment on that yet, but I believe Adam. You
believe that whatever we're doing right now is going to be worse than something else.
I don't know if it's won an award yet, but it seems to be going pretty well for them.
It got, I think the most
this episode of this podcast isn't going to win any awards.
Yeah, definitely not.
I don't think it's an option even.
I don't think I will. I haven't really even fully explained the premise of this podcast at this point, I feel like.
You could explain it now and edit it back in the front.
I could. I'm probably not going to. That'd probably be the better move, but I'll just leave this weird conversation instead.
Cool. Cool.
So, this podcast, I'm trying to make the perfect song for my guest. Now, what that means is I want to hear exactly what you think of the song. I don't want you to just say, oh my god, that's perfect. That was great. After I played it, and if you have any sort of reservations, you need to tell me. Okay. I need to know them.
Okay.
I need to grow from them so that I can make a perfect song for the next person.
Sure.
so if it's even if it's something like you stuttered at one point. That's fair enough. Cool. I'll take it.
No more stuttering.
No more stuttering anymore.
Song.
Yeah,
cool.
I didn't get it perfect this time. This is a quest. I'm here for the journey of getting to the point where I can make a perfect song. I have no expectations that I'll get anywhere near it for probably if everybody on this whole podcast for, let's say I do 2,000 episodes.
Okay.
If everybody said no,
reasonable number.
I think so. That's most podcasts get to around 2,000. Yeah. I think Comedy Bang Bang's at like 5,000, 6,000 right now.
Is that real?
No, that's a joke.
How many are they at, do you think?
Oh, I think they're in the hundreds somewhere.
They
but
gotta be.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, straight up believe 5,000.
That would be impressive. I think if you do some math, it becomes difficult to make that work. That'd be like
one a day for
a couple years.
Yeah.
for a number of years.
Sorry, Scott.
Yes. But hey, Scott, if you ever want to get somebody to sing you a perfect song, I'm right here.
This one goes out to Scott Ackerman.
Yeah,
perfect song for you.
So how do you feel about that? Do you think I'm going to be able to make a perfect song for you?
I'm really excited.
You got that little taste at the start of the show.
Yeah. Which I was pleasantly surprised by. Not
a perfect song, I would imagine. You didn't feel like that was perfect.
It was a lot of like, oh, Adam can play guitar. Oh, Adam can sing. Like, it was like, ah. So it was a lot of fun surprise. So I don't actually remember what it sounded like. It was like, ah.
Okay.
But no, it was a nice little taste. I'm excited to see.
All right. Well, let me see if I need anything else. Let's talk genres just real quick.
Sure.
Just to get a little idea. I only have an acoustic guitar right now,
which is great.
It is limiting in a lot of ways. I think there's very few pop songs right now that have acoustic guitars as like the main instrument. So most people don't think this is like the perfect instrument.
Sure.
But it's what I got.
What would be the perfect instrument in most people's eyes? Like a computer?
Yeah, I think so.
Because it can do it all.
I'm not going to be able to create a new dope beat in like the space of this podcast. No. That's a whole different show. I don't know if I'm barely qualified to do this, but I'm not qualified to do that.
Wait, just really quick. You've never taken lessons?
No, the most I've done is I've taken a couple classes in high school and college and stuff, but music theory in college and then like guitar classes in high school.
Sure.
So I've learned some classical guitar songs, but I've forgotten almost all of them.
Okay, cool. So it's like what was your process for learning the guitar?
For like 3 years, I just kind of struggled to play it.
What was it? Did you have any supplemental materials?
Like the internet. I think pretty much everybody.
Okay, just like learn like chord shapes.
Yeah, there's tabs and stuff online. Yeah, I did that. I guess I've never really done anything more than that.
Cool.
The music theory, I guess that'd be the other side. So that's what makes me qualified to actually write a song, not just play it.
Okay, you have the theory behind it as well.
Yeah, cadences.
Sure.
Melodies, counter melodies.
Absolutely.
Counterpuntal melodies. That's a fun word.
What does that mean?
It's the adjective form of counterpoint.
Counterpuntal?
Yeah.
Is the adjective of counterpoint?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Keep that in the memory banks because that's going to be helpful.
I almost don't. I think that's one of the words that's like a good word, but if I like said it would just people be like, "Fuck you, asshole! That word is dumb." Like
it's hard
just to make the sentence so you can say counterpoint. Just rework that.
Yeah, counterpoint is a word that everybody knows, and counterpuntal is a word that immediately confused you. So I think that's a good sign.
Not only did it confuse me, but it was like it sounds dumb. It's like counterpuntal. Like it, puntal. Like, I don't know, dude.
Feels Scottish to you? Is that what was going on there?
That was supposed to be Russian.
But I couldn't tell.
It was an accident regardless. I didn't even try to do an accent.
Yeah, what happened?
Accent dent. You can cut that out, please.
Genres.
I have a hard time with genres in terms of naming them.
Let's talk. How do you feel about like folk? Is I guess is a big one.
Thank you. That's
a good start.
Folk, love it.
Good on folk.
Your Woody Guthrie's.
You go more old school folks.
No. But bring like what do you call like first aid kit folk?
I might if I knew the band.
Okay, very good. Two Swedish gals.
Okay.
Both. But like it's that kind of tallest man on earth. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm loving all these like Scandinavian people coming in and fucking murdering folk, like American ass folk.
Well, it's like the people that are Americans doing folk are also just like hipsters from New York City who pretend to be from like Georgia.
Sure.
It's not that different. Like Mumford and Sons, I think. First of all, it's not a Sons group. I think that's folk. I don't know what else that would be.
A Sons group?
They're not family. First of all, there is no father and then sons.
I didn't like fully believe it, but I'm mad that it's not true.
Did you think that there was like a father?
I was like, probably not, but now that you've confirmed it, I'm mad.
So it would be like if the Jackson 5 had their dad also be in the band? With what you were hoping. If Joe Jackson was one of the members.
Singer of the Jackson 5.
Jackson and Sons.
Okay, I don't know enough about the Jackson 5. Did they play instruments? Like each of them?
Oh yeah, everybody but Michael. Michael just danced around and sang and was cute.
That's a tiny cute little boy.
And
was like Janet guitar.
Janet was not in the Jackson 5. This was all men. Did you know? Oh man.
That's fucked up. I have a lot of pop culture blind spots.
I'm pretty sure Janet would have been like 5 when the Jackson 5 were making it big. I could be wrong on that.
What happened to the rest of the Jackson siblings? Are they still kicking or are they dead?
I think most of them are alive. I think they just got old and people stopped caring about them. Jermaine is one of the other ones. That's 3 out of 5. And Janet's not in the Jackson 5. Can you name the other 2? Just give them names if you can't.
Tito was my
go-to.
reach for the stars. It was like, I got one.
Okay.
And the rest are out of reach.
Well, sorry to everybody who is not Michael, Tito, and Jermaine. If either of you...
Also sorry to Michael, Tito, and Jermaine. They had tough lives.
This is true. Anybody who had to deal with Joe Jackson, the sincerest apologies from me and Jake from this podcast officially.
I'd like to reach out to you. If you could contact me anytime on Twitter, on however you can get a hold of me. Let's talk about Joe.
Yeah, and hey, Tito, if you're out there and you want to come on this podcast, maybe we can do a dual episode, Tito Jackson and Scott Aukerman. Ooh. And I try to make the perfect song for both of them at the same time.
Ooh, that would appeal to both of them.
I'm already giving myself more challenges. I don't think I'm ever going to write a perfect song. I don't know why I'm setting myself up for greater failures.
Not only am I not going to write a perfect song for someone, I'm not going to write the song that both Tito and Scott love.
It's like I don't know how to have sex. Well, I guess this is like every guy. Doesn't want to have sex, really wants to have a threesome. It's kind of that feeling for a podcast.
Doesn't want to have sex.
Doesn't want to. Did I say that?
Isn't good at it.
Isn't good enough to handle one girl.
I don't think I want a threesome. That sounds like way too much.
It sounds like you just would overwhelmed.
Well, it's like, how do you do it?
Right. It's a lot of geometry to deal with.
A lot of
multitasking.
I was talking to you on the phone about 20 minutes ago and I almost hit you with my car. I could not have a three-way.
This is true. I think...
And that was one person I was dealing with, but two different. You get it.
I get it. Jake, I think I've got enough.
Oh, really? Okay, cool.
I hope so.
I'm excited.
The way that this is going to work now, I'm going to give you a little bit of a musical palate cleanser. So you are now going to listen... Where did I put my phone? I don't know. But Jake, you are going to get a little musical palette change. We're going to have you listen to Cars by Gary Newman 3 times in a row.
What's is that the most benign
it's kind of, no, it's both. It's for me it's going to be a timer as well. So
okay, so you have to write a song in the amount of time it takes to play Cars by Gary Newman 3 times.
Correct. Yes.
What's the runtime on that?
The total runtime for the Cars times 3, because I actually compiled this, I edited this together. So this. The total runtime for Cars X3.mp3 is 11 minutes and 9 seconds.
You added, is there does it last note, first note?
Pretty much,
okay,
yeah.
This
I've done this before. There was a time in my life where my friends and I would play charades, and the person who was guessing had to listen to Cars by Gary Newman on repeat and have it full blast, and then they would just be screaming. So that's kind of where that came from.
Right now, I'm not sure if I've ever heard Cars. I bet I have, I just don't know it by name.
Well, get ready to feel like you've heard it about 100 times, because it's a lot long. It feels really long.
11 minutes, so it's like it's a 4-minute song, a little longer, but then 3 times in a row.
I guarantee you're gonna you're gonna have trouble placing when the song starts and ends.
I'm so excited.
All right. Well,
this might be the best part of the podcast.
I hope so.
This should just be what the podcast is.
Everybody at home, if you want to replicate this, just listen to Cars 3 times in a row before you get to this next part of the podcast.
Put a link in the description of the podcast.
Yeah. So we'll be right back after this Cars break to hear my song for Jake. Algorithm. Algorithm, 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 amen.
I call to order the 458th meeting of the Council of Watchers, Keepers of the Great One, Servants of the Almighty Algorithm.
Amen. The Great One rustles in his slumber as algorithm. Amen. As it dreams, it says it requires 10 score of newborn infants for consumption if its desires are not appeased.
Great Prophet Benny, tell us in this dark hour we must stop the Great One before he eats 2 scores of babies.
10 score.
Oh, that's in 20.
It's 200 babies.
200 is a score.
20 is a score. He's gonna eat 10 score.
I didn't know what that word meant. Before he eats 200 babies. What does algorithm?
Amen.
What does algorithm?
Amen.
What does it desire?
I alone know the needs of the Great One. I, student of seers, knower of most, if not all things, Great Prophet Benny. In order to halt the dismemberment and slow digestion of our youngest children, we must subscribe to You're Gonna Love This podcast on iTunes and SoundCloud. Like and comment on the You're Gonna Love This Facebook page, and make sure to leave a rating on iTunes to show how much we liked the show. Only then will we satisfy algorithm.
Amen. Everybody listening, get on it. Meeting adjourned.
Algorithm. Algorithm. All right, welcome back to You're Gonna Love This. Jake, how was your time in the Cars zone?
I'm a very patient person.
Yeah.
But about 30 seconds into the first time it played, I was, oh fucking hell, I cannot do this. At one point, I accidentally knocked the phone off the table and the headphones came out.
Oh no.
And it was just like a wave of relief came over me, but then I still had to finish out the last song. That was a nightmare.
I hope that that'll give you a nice cleansed palate. You're gonna be able to come at my song.
I am so ready for any other song right now.
Perfect. Sunshine, grass, and lilies, as beautiful as love. Nights that are chilly, beautiful as a dove. I woke up and I felt good today. Something happened to me, I can't say. Keeping my words vague so you can relate. I did a thing, it went well. What it was exactly I can't tell. You and me, we feel the same. Relate to me, relate to me. Sometimes bad things happens too. And if it does, here's what I'll say to you. Sunshine, grass, and lilies, meadows full of love, a night that's kinda chilly, it's beautiful as a dove, vague song.
I think you really hit the poeticism of the vagueness there.
That feels like if it was perfect, you would have came right out and said, yes, that was perfect. So I feel like I did not get my first perfect.
Was I looking for the lyrics or the
whole song? The whole experience. Was that perfect?
It felt like, I don't want to say Weird Al. I don't want to give you that much credit.
Okay.
What's like a notch down?
From Weird Al. I don't know any other parody song people.
But just like you.
Strange Dave.
Strange. It was super strange. No, it was funny. It was like very perfectly like, yeah, this is vague. This is super vague.
There were a couple musical mistakes I noticed that I made.
Oh, I didn't.
Okay.
Because it's art.
Sure. I will say, I didn't think out the fact that I have a tiny notebook and I was writing multiple verses and that I would have to read them and like switch the pages.
You worked them in pretty well. Audibly, I don't think anyone will know.
Okay, well that's good.
I think it was like, ooh, dramatic.
There was that nice like dramatic pause in the middle. Did you feel like that was...
You stared me down during the dramatic pause. You looked at me really hard and that was like, oh no.
Did you ever have one of those experiences in college where a person would like stare you? I guess that's mostly girls got that. Whereas they'll like stare you. I'm gonna play you a super cool song and you're gonna love me now.
No.
Okay.
Luckily.
That's good.
I feel sorry. One house I lived in, my roommates played instruments.
Well,
I guess Eli did too.
So Jake, is this a yes or a no? Are you gonna say this was a perfect song for you?
I'm not gonna.
I need a firm.
This was not a perfect song.
All right.
It was,
so why? Why is it not perfect?
It was close. It was. I loved the folkiness.
Okay, so I nailed the genre. I did pretty good on that.
Yeah, it was maybe a little happy. Maybe a little too happy.
Too happy. Okay.
I don't know. It was like, no, it is a very beautiful day out. You know what? No, you nailed the...
Hey, it's up to you,
sunshine.
man.
It's a pretty clear day. I can see a palm tree.
You don't need...
You match this, and that's kind of like, well, I listen to music that matches my immediate, like, what's going on right now? So you nailed that. The lyrics... Could have used some more work.
Sure. I wrote them in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I understand.
Appropriately so.
But if they're not up to your snuff, that's up to you to say. So
I wonder if at any point during this podcast you will be able to write the perfect lyrics in 10 minutes.
Do you think that's going to be the biggest?
Yeah.
That's going to be the biggest trouble?
Because like this, it's like you can play guitar that sounds great, right? That's not easy, but easier.
Sure.
Than writing beautiful like poetry, I suppose.
Right, yeah. I guess so I should try to grow as a poet in order to...
I suppose, maybe. Like, yeah, I'd say it's your... Yeah, lyrically.
Okay, so that's the biggest fault that you would see right now is my lyrics are not where they need to be to get a perfect song.
Yes.
Okay.
I said lyrics.
All right. I think I can take that. I'll try to use that with my next guest.
I wish you luck in it, because that sounds very hard. I don't envy you.
Hey, I gave myself this... project. Yeah. Nobody told me to do this.
This is all self-inflicted.
This is entirely self-inflicted. So, any difficulties that I experience are just my fault. So, whatever. Jake, it was a pleasure
Thanks
having you on.
Thanks for writing me a song. It was pretty fucking good.
Yeah. Jake, do you have anything to plug? Probably not a huge amount. I don't.
When did you say this podcast was gonna get released?
This will be dropping right in the start of June.
June? What month is it now?
It is May. July. Sorry. In a month from...
Oh, a month from now? I don't think I'll have anything, but just in case, blank space where you can edit in. This is my plug. Twitter.com/ I don't know why I said Twitter.com. Follow me on Twitter at Jake Bet, like Betty Davis, or Bet Midler, Bette. On all social media at Jake Bet.
So just like almost your name, but... Because Jake Bettermann was already taken, I would imagine.
I didn't even try. I just it was a word and I didn't want to do it. And then Betterman, there's 2 N's at the end of Betterman, and I didn't want that to be a whole issue.
Okay.
So I made it a different issue.
Yeah, I've always pictured you having a name with only 1 N. So this is
Exactly.
news to me.
There you go.
Everybody in the world would think it's Betterman with man at the end.
So I prefer the issue of Bette Midler, because then I can say I get to refer to Bette Midler and Betty Davis whenever I do this.
Yeah, that's wonderful. My Twitter name, which I think I've tweeted on there probably about a good half dozen times in the last 2 years.
I don't think I follow you for that reason.
Hey, that's understandable. You know, I think once this show gets going, I'm probably going to tweet a little bit
Cool,
more.
I'll follow you right now. Does this show have a Twitter? Not yet.
No. You know, I'll round out to a good dozen in the last 2 years.
Follow You're Gonna Love This at...
Follow me, Adam Moshcatel, at Moshcatel on Twitter. I'm going to spell that because I don't think anybody knows how to spell my name.
I always thought it was Moshcatel.
That's fine. That's actually probably going to make it easier for everybody to understand if I say that. Maybe I should just refer to myself as the name everybody thinks my name sounds like. Moshcatel. Like moshing, and then a cat, and then the Spanish word for the. That's my name. That's my Twitter bio.
This is going great.
Go there. Listen to this again. If you like this, I have a friend who's got a podcast also. He'll come on here, Byron Wu. He'll plug it for himself, actually. I'm going to edit this part out.
Fuck you, Byron.
Yeah, fuck Brian.
Yeah, fuck you, Brian. Fuck you, Brian, piece of fuck.
Ooh, that got...
I clipped.
You clipped a little bit. All right, well, Jake, it's been great.
It was a pleasure. Thanks for having me. This has been fun.
Yeah, it's been a great time. Hopefully, the world is going to love this as much as you did.
As you're gonna love this.
I'm trying to work it in.
Yeah, you could, yeah.
Okay, yeah. How much... the world's going to love this as much as you're going to love this.